All users within Campus Comply 360 have the ability to check items in, check them out, and report usage. However, administrators get all of these other options available, and general users will only get a dashboard that gives you these couple of options. To check items out, it's the same whether you're a general user or administrator. You check the general items button. There is the type of event that you're checking the item out, and then you need to select the location. Only items that appear in that location will be in the drop-down. In addition to that, if an item has been damaged or is being checked out, it will not appear on the list. So for example, if a first aid kit has been returned and it requires refilling, then the system will not allow that to be checked out. It will not appear as an option. So to add the items, just select them, click the plus button, and you'll see them appear in the selected list below. So we'll check all the items out. Once that's done, then you can check the items out. Now, if you're an administrator, you have the ability to check items out on behalf of any other user. However, this option is not available for general users. They only have the ability to both check items out under their own name and check them back in under their own name. This facility has been put in place for cases where a person might return an item to the main office and not have time to check it in. The administrators are able to do it on their behalf. Once that item's checked out, we can click the button and it will return to the dashboard. Once at the dashboard, and sometimes this takes a little bit of time to load, you'll be able to check exactly any items that are checked out. So in this case, it tells you exactly all the items that have been checked out, when they were checked out, for what purpose, and who by. In addition to that, you also have a list here that is available to look at the items that are present. Now, what you'll see is that this list gets updated automatically to tell you also the status of these items. So they're all being checked out, and also if there is something that's gone wrong with them and they're requiring maintenance, then you'll get a yes here as well. And they are also split into items for use on site and items for use off site. Now, to check items back in is very straightforward, and we can do that by selecting the event. And again, an administrator will see all events that are all items that are checked out, whether they have checked them out themselves or not. Whereas a general user will only see their own items that they've checked out. It will give you a list of what's checked out, and then if nothing's happened, then you can just click check in, and the system will update with all the items returned. However, if something goes wrong, that's when we need to add a little bit more information. So, for example, we might say that we've lost an item, so we can get to select an item. So we're going to lose an EpiPen, and let's say that was left on the bus. We can click save. And let's say we've also lost one of the first aid kits, and that's also been left on the bus. And let's also state that one of the students' kits have also been lost. Okay, so all of that information will then be sent to the administrators. So we'll put in a used item here, just do the one, which is the first aid kit. Let's say that's been used. And if a first aid kit has been used, it will ask for additional information about what has been used. So you can tick the items that you have used and click save, and it will give you all of that information, and then you can check the equipment back in. Once the equipment is checked back in, the administrators will immediately get action items that they need to attend to, and you'll see them appear automatically in their dashboard. And this is the subject of the next video about how to deal with these items.